Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bane bringing you all types of tabletop gaming, and a Merry Christmas to those who celebrate, Happy Holidays to those who don't, and to everybody, peace. But peace isn't a factor in this game. This is going to be our Christmas game 2023, and we are going to be using Verrotwood, the game from Mike Cratchit. Folk horror skirmish game, which is described as mainly as a PvP game, but there are solo add-ons that you can get, and there is a campaign system, and it's really simple and lovely. Watch my previous video for a quick overview of the rules, but in this episode, on Christmas Day, at the time of uploading, we are going to be playing a game, and this is going to be a reskin of one of those solo add-ons that you can get. And the add-ons are all pay what you want on Wargames Vault, I believe. Right. In the last video, we created our cult, our warband. We have our leader, who has a heavy blade, strength of 2, 15 health. We have Gwenna, the Lanith figure. Again, in the last video, I've got all the information on the warband. We've got Mern and we've got Maze, our 2 archers. For our 4 rituals, we have, if I can move the figures for just 1 second, Sight of the Divine, Heal, Stench of Death, and Disjointed Form. And I kind of went with the premise of the Droons in the old Rackham Confrontation game, the sort of evil Celts, and a lot of the figures have pieces of bodies and arms and legs kind of strapped to them. So the Stench of Death, the disjointed forms are kind of going into that kind of mentality, that kind of aesthetic. But yes, this is the cult that we are going to be using, and I have labelled them as the leader, number 1. What's her name again? Gwenna, number 2. The archer, which is done straight on the base, as number 3, and the archer, which is angled on the base, as number 4. Now, why have I labelled them 1 to 4? Because it is a random activation, and we need to use tokens to determine who is activating when. These tokens go into a bag or a cup, opaque cup, no cheating, and you draw to find out who goes next, which model goes next. We will also need some tokens for the enemy. In this case, the main enemy, SANKT NIKOLAUS, will activate twice. So we have 2 tokens for him. There is also another token to represent the, hang on one sec, Necht Ruprecht, the sort of evil children spirit things that you'll see in a second. And when that number 2 token is activated, all of the little Necht Ruprecht creatures are going to activate. Okay, the question mark is a... Sorry about the camera keeps zooming in and out. The question mark token represents an event. Normally for these sort of solo or these add-on encounters, there are event markers or event tokens where something special happens. Now, the encounter that I reskinned for this game didn't actually specify how many event tokens to put in. Normally it does specify, but for some reason the encounter that I'm using doesn't specify. And reading the scenario, I'm thinking it's just one. There can be more. I think with the encounter with the demon bunny, I think there are 3 event tokens that you have to mix in. So all of these tokens are going to go into a bag, a little tie bag. They're going to go in here. We're going to draw randomly to find out who's activating when. Now, let's take a quick look. If the camera wants to move, there you go. Quick look at our table. Let me just quickly zoom out a little bit. There you go. Right. This is going to be our table of battle at the rear. I've also put a just very quick homemade quick reference sheet and also a sheet with my rituals on there, just as a quick reference so I can easily see them. But yes, this is going to be our battle table. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I don't really have the kind of terrain that Mike does. So my terrain is more sort of generic. It's not the sort of down and dirty Verrotwood style terrain, but it's okay. We can still play. So we have a couple of buildings. We've got a bunch of forests. I think you can have, I think in the encounter that I reskinned, it says a 3 forest terrain. Well, I've put 4 because it's on a 2x2. There's also random scatter terrain around. What else is there? In the center, we've got a special piece of terrain. Zoom in. There you go. Oh, wow. Really grainy when I zoom in that far. I'll give you a better close-up later, or take a picture or something. But in the center, we have a corrupted Christmas tree. And it looks like there are ornaments or large yellow lights. Nope, those are breeding pods. Those are where the SANKT Ruprecht creatures are going to be spawned from. These here, the little zombie munchkins from Steve Buddle's Spyglass. This model is from Heresy. So yeah, that is the board. What I'm going to be doing is the 4 pieces of forest terrain will follow the rules for forest terrain, but will also class as difficult terrain, so movement will be halved. In terms of forest terrain, if a model is fully within the area, it gains a +1 to their defense against ranged attacks. So I'm just calling that if a model's base is completely on the ground area for the forest, so this ground piece here, then they get that +1 to their defense against ranged attacks. The rules also state in terms of cover, if a model is more than 50% covered by terrain or by objects, again they get a +1 to their defense against ranged. Now, let us read the scenario intro. Before the bells rang and changed the world, mothers told their children the story of SANKT NIKOLAUS, a gentle spirit who came to the villages during the final days of the winter solstice, gifting good children with fruit and naughty children with coal. Small children's spirits would accompany him, the SANKT Ruprecht. I hope I'm saying that right. Making sure that the children were asleep by applying Elfenstaub or fairy dust. But the bells rang. The world changed, and the spirit of SANKT NIKOLAUS also changed. Corrupted, he now feeds on the children. Dun, dun, dun. Right, setup. The encounter is played on a 2x2 table. Place up to 4 pieces of forest area terrain. Yes, I added 1. The original encounter only specifies 3, but I'm putting 4. Place any other terrain that you would like, making sure to break up line of sight. Place the corrupted SANKT NIKOLAUS model at the center of the table with 2 SANKT Ruprecht models. So yeah, we're not going to be starting off with all these little zombie munchkins in the center of the table. There's only going to be 2. Place your cultist models anywhere along one table edge. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be rolling a d10, 1 to 5 here, 6 to 10 there on the edge. Okay, special rules. The game ends at the end of the 4th game round. Only 4 rounds, so it's going to be a fairly quick game, hopefully. Or if either the SANKT NIKOLAUS has been killed, or if all of the cultists have been taken out of action or killed. Rewards: gain 15 favour for each SANKT Ruprecht, the zombie kids, killed, and 100 favour if the corrupted SANKT Nik is killed. Right, let me also have a look at the enemies we're going to be facing. The corrupted SANKT Nik. He activates twice per game round. On activation, he will move up to 6 inches towards the closest cultist model it can see. If no If no cultists are in line of sight, he will move towards the closest cultist he cannot see. If this movement puts him in base to base with a cultist, he will perform a melee attack. His stats are a little bit frightening. He has a special rule, birth. When an event token is drawn, SANKT NIKOLAUS is immediately placed at the center of the table next to the corrupted Christmas tree. Place a newborn Nicht Ruprecht model in base to base with him, so he gets an extra zombie munchkin. Yeah, his stats are nasty. I'm a little bit worried about that. Right. What about the little zombie kids, the Nicht Ruprecht? They activate once per round. On activation, they will move up to 6 inches towards the closest cultist model they can see. If no cultists are in line of sight, they will move towards the closest cultist they cannot see. If this movement puts him in base to base with a cultist, they will perform a melee attack. So very similar to SANKT Nik. They have a special rule, feeding time. If they come into base to base with a cultist model, it latches on. It will never leave contact with this cultist, and if the cultist moves, the Nicht Ruprecht moves with it. They latch on, all hugs and teeth. Now, the Nicht Ruprecht are not too worrying, to be honest. I mean, obviously they can swarm up, but that corrupted SANKT Nik is going to be a different story. But a maximum of 4 turns. Let me deploy my troops. Where are they going to go? Let me roll and see. It is a 2, so I am going to deploy my cult on this table edge here. Right, here we go. Everything's set up. We have our leader and an archer at the top. We have our Lanith Gwenna, is that her name? Gwenna, and the other archer down here. So we've split up to 2 groups, each one with a missile troop. We've got our turn marker there. First turn is going to be 4 rounds, so this is going to be round 1. In the center of the table, we have our corrupted SANKT NIKOLAUS and the 2 Nicht Ruprecht. We have all the tokens inside the little bag, and we are now going to draw to see who starts. And it is nothing. Nope, it's okay. Number 1. So this is SANKT NIKOLAUS is going to activate his first activation. What's he going to do? He has to move 6 inches towards the closest cultist he can see. Well, the Christmas tree's blocking that way, but he can see the Lanith. Now, in Verrotwood, you can move through friendly figures, but you can't finish on top of them. So SANKT Nik is going to plough his way through his little kids towards the Lanith here, towards Gwenna, and he moves 6 inches. So SANKT NIKOLAUS comes here. Whoa. Right, that is the first activation. Now, who's going next? Dum dum dum. Not looking. We get number 4. Now, this is a cultist. It is going to be our 4th cultist, which is Maze. And that is the archer who is on the angled, who's angled on the base. So this is Maze up here. So what is he going to do? What's he going to do? Now, in this game, it is an extremely simple rule set, which also means there's not a lot of modifiers in terms of aiming, in terms of running and shooting and things like that. It's actually very, very simple. You've got 2 actions. You can move and shoot. There's no bonus for aiming in this game. So what I think Maze is going to do is he's basically got 2 options. He can move up to here and then either shoot at the Nicht Ruprecht, or he can shoot at Saint Nick. Now, we need to get rid of Saint Nick, because if we don't, he's going to just keep spawning these little zombies. So what we're going to do is we're going to move Maze 6 inches, which is going to put him right behind this bush here. And he is going to shoot Saint Nick. Now, there is no cover for Saint Nick, so he's not getting any bonuses to his defense. So, Saint Nick has a defense of 2. Uh-oh. Maze has a dexterity of 2. Now, at the moment, they don't have any other bonuses. Now, we do have rituals which we could use, but a ritual takes 1 of your actions to actually cast. Okay, so we're just gonna fire. We're just gonna fire. What the hell? So it is 2 dice against 2 dice, and remember, you only take the highest results, and the attacker has to get equal or higher. So we roll. Ooh, okay. So my archer Maze gets a 10. SANKT NIKOLAUS gets a 7. The archer, Maze, my cultist rolls higher, and since he rolled a 10, it counts as a crit, which gives him +1 to his damage. So the bow does 5 damage, +1 makes 6 damage to SANKT Nick. Bom, bom. Going to be using these tokens from one-page rules because they are great. So he takes 6 wounds. However, he does have 30, so that's a thing. So that's not too bad for a first activation by the cult. Very, very nice. Now, who goes next? Next it is number 1, my leader. So the leader, Arneg Bossa, which is here. Now, he's melee, so I'm thinking that he may want to... Now, I'm thinking if he goes towards the tree, he's always going to be in a spot to whack. Because, like I say, in an event, SANKT Nick will immediately teleport to the tree and create a new little zombie munchkin, or Nechtruprecht. I really do hope I'm saying that right. So I don't know whether it's a good idea to get him to actually start charging towards the tree. I think that kind of makes sense, because we know that this is where things are going to come from. And like I say, he does. I mean, he has. All of them have improvised weapons. One piece of advice: always make sure that all of your cultists, especially at the start, make sure they have improvised weapons, because it kind of gives you a weak weapon, but it's always there both for melee and very short range. So an improvised weapon has a maximum range of 5 inches. It's like a knife or something. Yeah. I think he's just going to run. So run. Basic movement for anybody, unless it says otherwise, is 6 inches. So he's going to run 9 inches towards the tree, I think, which will put him about there. Coming to get you. Coming to get all the prezzies and chockies. Right, so that is 2 of my cultists have now gone. Who's next? I choose you. Look. Oh no, it's the event. Oh no. Okay, so the event, Saint Nicholas or SANKT Nicholas, the corrupted SANKT Nicholas is going to teleport back to the tree and spawn another one of these griblies. See, I mean, this is the reason why I was thinking that 1 event marker would be suitable for this scenario, because you don't want him spawning 2 of these things every turn. So he immediately spawns back closest distance to the tree. Still got 6 wounds on him, but he spawns another zombie kid thing. Now, what side is he going to... Because it says spawns in base to base. Let me just double check. Where is it? In base to base. So, essentially, there's going to be 3 sides. He's not going to be in front, isn't he? So, is he going to be this side or this side? So, 1 to 5, 6 to 10. 8. So he spawns this side. There's lucky. Right, however, the problem is I haven't actually activated those things yet. Uh-oh, my leader could be in trouble. Right, next activation. We've had the event already, so there's no more surprises that way. And we take this one, which is St. Nicholas again. Oh no! So yeah, he activates twice in a round, and guess what he's going to do? He's going to charge my leader. Oh no. Okay, so maybe charging in towards the Christmas tree wasn't such a good idea. So yes, he's within 6 inches. So SANKT NIKOLAUS charges in. He is wounded. He charges in towards my leader, and what is he equipped with? Claws and teeth. Right, so he moves in, base to base, he gets a melee attack now. He has 3 strength. Uh-oh. That's not good at all. So he's got 3 strength. My leader has a defensive 1. Oh dear, I shouldn't have rushed in. Maybe I should have done the ritual first. And what else? Yes, I should have done the ritual first, shouldn't I? Which reminds me, I didn't actually roll for the ritual points. Okay, we'll do that in a sec. So, okay, that's not good at all. It's going to be 3 against 1. He doesn't get any bonuses at all. All right, here we go. I made a mistake. I should have done the ritual first, but never mind. Let's go. Let's see. 3 1s and a 2. Oh, welcome to the channel. Right, so, yeah, so that happened. So SANKT NIKOLAUS wins on a 2. So dear. So he does 5 damage. He's got a crit of +2, but he didn't get a crit. So he just does 5 damage. So my leader is now down to 10. So 5 little tokens onto my character sheet, or my warband sheet for my leader. That's not good at all. Okay, just down to 10. Right, I've got to remember to use my rituals. Okay, so I'm going to quickly roll up the ritual points now, because I'm thinking that the other archer might actually want to do the Sight of the Divine. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, the way that we roll up the ritual points for every game is you roll for each cultist a number of dice equal to the god's preferred stat. In this case, I chose Dex. So my leader has a Dex of 1, Gwenna has a Dex of 1, and my 2 archers have 2 Dex. So I'm rolling 6 dice, but you've got to do it for each of the cultists. So my leader gets a 10. Gwenna gets a 7. The first archer, 5 and a 5. So he gives a 5. The second archer, 8 and a 9. So he provides a 9. Very nice. So our total ritual points is 31, yeah? 31. Okay, so we've got 31 ritual points. That's pretty good. All right. Sorry, oh, my pencil just broke off camera, as you heard. Right, okay, good. That is the SANKT NIKOLAUS has gone twice. Okay, so what's left? We've got our Gwenna, we've got Merin, and we've got the Necroprex. I really hope it's not the Necroprex. Okay, so next activation is... Yeah. Okay, cultist number 2. So that is Gwenna. Oh, she can't do much. She's melee as well. Does she want to do any kind of ritual? No, nothing's going to affect her just yet. So, or she could do disjointed form, which would allow her, for the rest of the game, anytime an enemy model fails a melee action on the model, the disjointed model may perform a free melee attack immediately. So I might actually do that on Gwenna, and then just move. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm going to spend 10 ritual points, so we're down to 21. And Gwenna now has the disjointed form ritual affecting her for the rest of the game. And for her other action, she's going to move 6 inches, which will bring her there and hopefully make her a target for these guys rather than the leader. Right, who's next? It's either my archer or it is the little zombie munchkin Necroprex. Next is... it's my archer. Okay, that could be beneficial. Now, I need to move, because the trees are kind of blocking my view a little bit, so I need to move him up and then he can shoot, which means he's not going to be able to do his ritual, but that's okay. So the archer is going to move 6 inches, which will bring him right up to the bushes. He's then going to shoot. Now, the bows have a range of 2 to 24 inches. So there is a minimum and a maximum, but these things are definitely within range. Now, if I shoot at St. Nick, if I miss, I hit my leader. So I'm going to aim and shoot at the closest one of the little zombie munchkins, the Nechtruprecht. So we have a dex of 2, which gives me 2 dice to my ranged attack. There's no cover affecting the model, so he's in the open. So the Nechtruprecht, the little zombie things, have a defense of 1. They don't have any other modifiers, so that's it. We just roll and see the highest results. Oh no. All right, so we rolled twice and got 4. They rolled once and got a 7, so I miss. That really is not good. So that means that the last token in the bag, see, is the little zombie kids. And they all activate together. Now, their activations are that they will run or move 6 inches towards the closest cultist they can see, and then the ones that they cannot see. So these guys, yeah, SANKT NIK is basically blocking. So these guys are all going to start running in this direction here. Let's do the one at the front. I think she's the closest, and she's in range. Uh-oh. So he moves 6 inches. Latches on. Remember their special rule, feeding time. They latch on and they don't let go. If he survives, because remember, I did do the ritual on her, the disjointed, what's it called? Disjointed form. Right, he's going to attack. He has a strength of 2. What? Okay, I didn't notice that. So they've got a strength of 2. Gwenna has a defense of 1. No other modifiers. Yeah. Again, another thing in this game, there's no armor per se, but if you increase their defense, it can represent getting them armor. So it's just 2 against 1. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. We get a 2 for defense and a 9 for attack. Oh, so close to being a crit. That wouldn't be. Their crits are +1. So he hits. He does 3 damage. The next one, this guy's next closest, so is he going to be able to get in contact? Not quite. Okay, so he basically moves, he gets to about there. Oh, so close. And then this one, nowhere near. Well, I say nowhere near. Yes, they're near. Look at that. Oh, my word. That is the first round done, and we're in a little bit of trouble. I kind of rushed in a little bit. I should have used the disjointed form on my leader. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put all the tokens back in the bag, and we're going to move to round 2. Right, round 2 of 4. We're going to determine who's going first. We take a random token. It is event. Oh, that could be quite useful. Event. Okay, so SANKT NIKOLAUS goes back to the tree by the shortest route, which means he's not in base to base anymore, but he is very, very close. But he does summon or breed or burst out of the tree another zombie munchkin. Right, what side is he going to appear on? A 9, so it's this side. So let's move his counters over there. So another Nechtruprecht appears there. Uh-oh, that could be trouble. Right, what happens next? That was the event, so no more spawns this turn. But we've got 4 of them. Next we have, oh no, the Nechtruprecht. The little kids, oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Right, the little swines are gonna, well, I know, I mean, this guy's gonna attack the leader. These 3 are just gonna swarm, I think, on her, possibly. I don't know, this one, who's the closest? 1.5. Yeah, they're all going to swarm around Gwenna. Oh no. Right, let's do the one at the top here. He's going to run towards the leader and attack the leader. Definitely within 6 inches. So he is going to attack. Uh-oh, really need that ritual. Right, now they have a strength of 2. My leader has a defense of 1. Okay, let's roll. No other modifiers. There is a flanking rule, like a ganging up rule. If you have one of your allies within melee range of the same target, you get an extra dice, which could come into play fairly soon when St. Nick comes in, or when these guys swarm. Yes, it's for each friendly model within range. Uh-oh, Gwenna's going to be in trouble. Right, so he's going to attack. The Necruprecht has 2 strength. My leader has 1 defense. Uh-oh. And we get... Oh no! I thought I did all right, but no, he wins, he succeeds, he bites and clamps on again. Feeding time, he's not going to let go, so he bites for 3 damage. Oh no. Oh no, my leader is down. He is down 8 life. You may have to use this heal ritual. So he's down 6, 7, 8. So he's got 7 life left. This is not looking good for the leader. And the little Necruprecht latches on. Right, next we have the... Well, this is going to turn out to be pretty bad. So the first Necruprecht attacks the ones who's already latched on. Again, it's going to be a 2v1. Oh dear. Maybe I should have put more points in defense. We get... Oh. So here's the thing. When you're defending, you've got to roll higher. If it's equal, the attacker wins. So the little thing hits. Doing another 3 damage to Gwenna. Oh no. And she's taken 6 damage. She's got 4 left. Uh-oh. Next one. Okay, this guy. He also moves in. Latches on. I just want one of them to miss because then I can get a free attack. Okay, come on. What do we get? Oh no. It's all going pear-shaped. Welcome to Ithaca's Bane. Right, so it hits 3 more damage. So she's got 1 life left. I just need them to miss. She's got 1 life left. Oh no. And again, she's the closest. So this thing will move in, latches on. She's got 3 on her. Oh dear, 3 on her now. Oh no. Please, let 1 go my way. No! Ah, look! An 8 and a 9. She's dead. Oh dear, she's been taken out of action. Oh dear, and the 3 little things are free to attack my other guy now. Oh no. So she falls over, dead, with 3 Necruprecht, 3 little children zombie spirit things gnashing and biting at her. Oh no, she's dead. Right, who activates next? Oh, that's the point. Her token isn't going to count, is it? All right. So who's next? It is... Zoop. Oh no. Oh no, it's all going wrong. St. Nick. SANKT NIKOLAUS, the corrupted SANKT Nick, is going to charge in. Oh no. So he's charging in and he has a friendly in range, so he's going to get a +1 dice. Oh no. So he has 3 strength, +1 for the flanking, for the friendly in contact, and my boss has 1 dice. Oh no, and how much life does he have left? He's taken 6, 7, he's taken 8 damage, he's got 15 life, he's got 7 life left. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. 4, 5, 4, 9. Oh no. Almost so close. This is going to be a story of this game. It's so close. He beats me by 1. So he does damage again. He does. How much damage does he do? 5 damage. Oh, no. Who's next to activate? It is number 4, which is Maze Kerin. And that is the bowman with the angled base, which is... Here's the guy here. Oh no, I wanted to disengage first before I activated him. Oh no. Because the thing is, if you shoot at a model in contact, you can then, if you miss, you hit the other one. So, okay, but it says you can choose. So if you make a ranged attack on a model in base-to-base contact with another model, you attack like normal, but if the attack misses, the adjacent model is automatically hit and must subtract the damage value. Okay. If there are multiple models in base-to-base, the attacker decides what model takes the damage from the missed shot. That's all right. Because if I miss the shot, I can assign it to the other bod. So if I shoot at the next reprect and I miss, I can assign it to SANKT NIKOLAUS. Okay, that's sweet. That's absolutely no problem whatsoever. So I have 2 action points. What am I going to do with the other action point? I could do a ritual. I mean, Stench of Death. Push every enemy model within 4 inches of this model straight back 4 inches. Okay, so who's within 4 inches? Oh, okay, so I could do that because both of these guys are actually within 4 inches. So I could do that, push these back 4 inches, and then I can shoot and give my guy more space to do what he wants to do. That sounds like a plan. So my archer, Maze, is going to use Stench of Death, which costs 5 ritual points. So we've got 16 left. All enemy models within 4 inches of him get pushed back 4 inches straight. Okay, so excellent. Yes, that's good. So they're all, yes, they're both 4 inches away. So these ones. Oh, no, I couldn't be that lucky. Right, so this guy, SANKT NIK, gets pushed back to there. And this thing gets pushed back to there, and I knock my leader over. That's a bit of a silly thing to do. I think that's where he was. Okay. And then he can shoot. Sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Right, he shoots. And who am I going to shoot at? I think I'm going to shoot at... They're both within range. They're both within line of sight. I'm going to shoot the little thing here, the zombie, the neck refract thing, because they're going to. I can't allow too many of them to swarm. Now, we've already had the event for this turn, so there's no more going to spawn this turn. But I do need to start whittling them down. Right, so Maze is going to shoot at this guy. He's got a dex of 2, no other bonuses, and the neck refract has defense of 1. Right, let's see how they like being outnumbered on the dice. And they get a 3, we get a 7, we hit. We would do 5 damage, but they've only got 1 health, so the neck reflect goes down. Yeah, our first kill. All right, so a little bit of success. Ritual knocked them back, and then I shot one of them. Now, what's worrying me and what's concerning me is that SANKT NIK, there he is, still has 1 activation left. Right, who's next? Who is next? If it's Gwenna, I'll just redraw. It is my leader. Okay, what's my leader going to do? Well, I think he's got to heal himself. No choice, he has to heal. But what's he going to do with his other attack? I think I'm going to move him. So he's going to use the heal ritual, which is 10 points. So I've got 6 left. And we roll a d10 and he heals that amount, can't go above maximum. Right. How much is he going to heal? Oh, yes, 9. He heals 9. Excellent. So we take away those tokens. He's now taken 4. So he's now on 11 life. Very, very nice. I'll put the tokens back in the thing. That's his first action. Right. Second action, what's he going to do? He could... he could move in and get killed. I think I'm just going to move him. The thing is, he is melee, so he needs to get stuck in. But I'm a little bit worried because SANKT NIK still is going to activate and he's the closest. I mean, he has more health than anybody else, but I'd rather sort of be the attacker rather than being the reactor. Again, I'd like to do the disjointed form, but I don't have enough Don't have enough ritual points anymore, so somebody's going to have to pray at some point. Let's move him out of the way, I think. So he's going to move 6 inches, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him behind the archer, so he could actually. Oh no, it's difficult terrain, isn't it? The forest is difficult terrain, so only half move. Those things are going to mob him. He has to move. Decisions. I'm just going to move. Yeah, let's move him back over here. Let's just move him back over there. That's his activation done. Right, who's next? What have we got left? We've got Saint Nick's got 1 left, and we've got 2 of our guys. Right, who's next? Please not. Please not. It is 3. It's my other archer. This guy down here. All right. So this is Merrin. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Move and fire? I think that's probably the best thing, isn't it? But where's he going to move? Because those things are going to come after him, aren't they? But if he moves directly away, they won't be able to reach him. So what he's going to do... Oh, they're going to get cover, aren't they? They're going to get bloomin' cover. Oh, this one may not. All right, so he's going to move 6 inches, which will take him right to the board edge here. Yeah. So he's then going to shoot. He's got a clear shot at this guy because his base isn't completely within the area, so he doesn't count as getting that extra bonus. So for his second action, he's going to shoot this necroprect there. Okay. So he has a dex of 2. The necroprect have a defense of 1. Right, let's go. Oh no. These things are hard to shoot. They're very small. That's my excuse. Yeah, they rolled a 9 for defense, so we miss. That's not good. Right, what have we got left in here? We have Gwenna's token and SANKT Nik's token. So Gwenna can't act. She's dead. So I'll remove that from the bag next time. But the last token is SANKT Nik. Right, so he has to move 6 inches towards the nearest cultist that they can see. Yeah, you can see all of them, but the archer is going to be the closest, so he's moving 6 inches towards my archer, which brings him terrifyingly close, but not close enough to do an attack. Thank goodness for that. But that is round 2. We've got 2 more rounds. Can we survive? We've already lost 1. I'm now going to remove the dead bodies, and we will move to round 3. Right, round 3, I have removed Gwenna's body. I've also removed the necroprect from the tree. But I didn't move his wound counters with him. There you go. He's taken 6 wounds. 24 left. Right, it's round 3. All the tokens are in here except for Gwenna's because she's dead. So who's going first? We get the token... I should do these double-sided, shouldn't I? Number 4. Right, that is Maze. That is the archer with the angled base, which is the guy here. Oh, okay, no, it's good. It's good. I get to move him out of the way before the thingy attacks him. Right. I can shoot and then move. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Now they have to be. Oh, he's within 2 inches, so I can't shoot him yet. I have to move first. I'm just going to move a little bit over there. The reason for that is so that I'm within. I can then take a shot, but also I can try and get the flanking, the bonus for melee attacks, for having more than one person in contact when he charges in. So I'm just going to move over to here, over to there. That way I am now outside of 2 inches, so now I can actually shoot him, but when he charges in, and I am now the closest, when he charges in on his activation, my leader can then charge in and get the flank. Right, so we move there, we are going to shoot. It's going to be 2 dice for my dex, 2 dice for his defense, no cover or any other modifiers. So we just roll. No! Oh no, so I get a 6, he gets a 9 on this. Oh, my luck with ranged weapons is just as bad in this game as it is in League of the Borderlands. 5 Leagues in the Borderlands, my ability with missile weapons is just as bad as this. Right, so he misses, and that's the end of his activation. Oh no. What comes next? Next is, we'll take that one. The leader. No, I wanted the leader to go. Oh, no. The sequence is all wrong. I wanted Saint Nick to go first. So is he just going to charge in? If he charges in, he's got strength of 2. This thing's got defense of 2. No other bonuses, but he's got heavy blades, so he does decent damage. Yeah, he's gonna charge in. He's within range, so he's going to charge in, crunch, and hopefully kill the thing. He has a strength of 2. No other bonuses. SANKT Nick, the corrupted SANKT NIKOLAUS, has a defense of 2. No other modifiers. Let's see how we do. Oops. Well, luckily that didn't count. Right, come on. Ooh, look, they rolled a 9 for defense, but I rolled a 10. We hit with a crit. So I'm using a heavy blade which does 8 damage and the crit is +1. So I do 9 damage to him. 9 damage. So what's that? 3 times 5 is 15. So he's on half health. Half life. We've knocked him down to half. What a hit. Of course, now we've got to be a little bit cautious because he hasn't activated at all yet, which means he's got 2 activations. Yeah, that's a little bit scary. Right, next activation. Who's left? I've got my archer and then all of theirs. The event. Oh, yes, the event as well. Oh, that could help. Could it help? Not really, because he's still within range to move. Okay. Next is going to be... Bonk. I've definitely got to do these double-sided. Here we go. Saint Nick. Corrupted Saint Nick. So he is going to whack. He's going to whack my guy. He has a strength of 3. I've got a defense of 1. Trust in the dice, Luke. Trust in the dice. I've got no trust in the dice whatsoever. Come on! Oh, yes, I have trust in the dice. He gets a 6 to his attack. I get a 9 for my defense. I defend. Nice job. Now, if I hadn't been so stupid and done that disjointed form with him earlier, I could have got a free attack. Oh, never mind. Right. Next activation. What's going to be the next token? It's going to be... Oh no. It's the little creeps. It's the Nethruprex. It's the little zombies. There's only 3 left. There will be another one appearing at some point though, unfortunately. Now, nearest cultist that they can see. Right, the trees are kind of blocking a little... Whoops. God, I keep rotating this. So I'm thinking that only these 2 can look in that direction. So he's about 6.5. Oh, my goodness, everything's being knocked around. I do apologise. And this guy is... Okay, so... Right, for this little creep, the closest cultist that he can see is actually my leader. For these 2... Okay, so for this one, my archer is the closest. Is he still in picture? Yeah, just. And for this one, the trees are kind of blocking vision that way, so I'm saying that this one's also the closest. So, for the one who's closest is the leader, he moves 6 inches, doesn't get into contact, but does get close. Remove the bushes just a little bit. So he's on his way there. And then these 2 are going to move towards him. Again, I don't think they're within range. So this one will go straight. 6. And then this one. This one's going to have to go windy, so he's going to go there. Like that, there you go. That's about 6 there. And 6 there. There you go. Right. Oh, things aren't looking good for my leader, but he's still surviving. Right. Next. So the Nectroprex, the little creeps, they don't actually do any attacks this turn, which is good. Now, why are there still 3 in here? Oh, yes, my archer as well, yes. Okay, come on. Who's next? Next is Bonk. My archer! Yes, great. So, what's my archer going to do? That's the guy down here, right at the bottom of the screen there. So I think what I'm going to do is the same as last time. I'm going to move and then shoot one of these bods here. So he's going to move 6 inches over this way. How was it? That way, I think, wasn't it? So he's going to move 6 inches that way. I'm going to shoot the one who's in range. Right. My archer has 2 dexterity, so he rolls 2 for ranged attack. The little zombie creature has 1 defense and only 1 health. So I've only got to hit him to kill him. But they're being a real pain in the neck. They took out Gwenna. Right, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, so 8 versus 8, but the attack always wins on a draw. The defense has to roll higher, so that counts as a hit. So we actually do 5 damage, but they only take 1, because that's all they've got. So he's going to go down in a pool of blood. Right, I think there's only 2 tokens left. I think it's going to be the event. I think the event and St. Nick. So St. Nick's going to be involved one way or the other. What's he going to do? He is going to zoom. Event, right. So he teleports back to the tree, summons another Gribbly. What side does it summon? 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Okay, so it comes there, next to the tree and next to him. And then the final token for the turn, zoop, is St. Nick. Of course it is. So, charges in. Tokens are where they were last time. Right, he has an attack of 3. So 3 dice. My leader has a defense of 1. Come on. Come on, trust the dice. Trust the dice. Oh, I need to say that every time I roll the bloody dice. Trust the dice. He rolls a 5 to attack. I rolled a 10 to defend. I really wish I had that disjointed form on him. And I forgot to put the trees back. I just noticed that. There you go. Trees are back. There we go. Bonk. Roughly where they were, wasn't it? That was about it, right? So that is the end of turn 3, or round 3. We've got 1 more round to go. Now, can I finish off Corrupted St. Nick? Because at the moment, I'm just getting 15 rep for killing that one. Oh no, I killed 2 now, isn't it? So I'm going to be getting 30 reputations. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? 30 favour. I'm going to be getting 30 favour for the 2 Nectroprex that I've killed, but I've got 1 cultist who's out of action. Oh dearie me. Right, let's remove the dead bodies, leaving the pools of blood as usual, and get on to turn, or round, and final round 4. Right, final round, all the little tokens are in the bag. We've got St. Nicholas down to half life. I don't know whether I can finish him off, to be honest. We've got 1 Nectroprex, little zombie thing there. We've got 2 here. There will be another one spawning this turn, but whether he's actually going to be in a position to do anything, I don't know. My leader is down 4 points. He's on 11 life. My 2 archers, nah problem, still on full life of 10. Right, I really need to focus on St. Nick if possible. I've only got 6 ritual points left. That is a problem. So I can do Stench of Death once, or I can do Sight of the Divine twice. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But 4th and final round. What's going to activate first? It is 4. This is my 4th cultist. It is Maze. It is the archer who is angled. Oh, it's this guy here. Oh no. Oh no! I always want. I don't really want him. See, the thing is, he's not very good in melee. He's only got an improvised weapon, which is only going to be doing 3 damage. Because the crit for an improvised weapon doesn't do any extra. 3 damage ain't going to do nothing. Or he can... I mean, what he could do is shoot... He could shoot the Necroprect here. Maybe get rid of this as a problem. And then move into contact to give the leader a bonus. This sounds right, doesn't it? Right, so we'll do a ranged attack first against this little creep, and then we'll move him into contact with the fallen Santa, with the corrupted SANKT NIKOLAUS. So I've got a dex of 2 for a ranged attack. He's got a defense of 1. So we're rolling. Come on, I've only got to hit it to kill it. Come on. He gets a 3 for defense. I get a 7 for attack, yes. So we shoot, we hit, we kill. Another Necroprect down, another 15 favour for the coffers. And then he's going to move in to contact and hopefully provide my leader with a bonus die for flanking. That's the plan, right. And that's the first activation of the turn, of the round, of the thingamybobby. Who's activating next? It is 3. My other archer. Okay. So I'm thinking that maybe, because this guy's out of range, I think. This guy can't reach me. This guy won't be able to reach me. Anything that spawns here, any new Necroprecs that spawn here won't reach me. So this guy's safe, but praying takes both actions. So if I pray, that's all he can do. But again, it's the last round, so he's safe. But that could generate enough ritual points to help my lead. I think I'm going to do that. So this archer here, he's going to pray. And I'm going to get D10 ritual points. I need at least 4. I shouldn't say anything. I need at least 4 because I've got 6 left. To do heal or disjointed form, I need 10. So if it's a 4 or more, I'm sorted. Come on! We get a 9! We get a 9! Excellent. So I've now got 15. Very useful. Now here's the thing. A character or a model can only use a ritual once per turn. So even though I've got 15 points, enough to do Stench of Death and heal, or Stench of Death and disjointed form, I can't. I can only do 1. And my leader is the last model that I have to activate. But at least I have enough to cast any of the rituals. So that's his, who was that? That was Mirren, I think, the guy down the bottom here. That was his turn here. Right, who's next? Who's next from the bag? It is, I keep pulling them out upside down, don't I? Event, it is the event. So SANKT Nick goes back to the tree, bonk. Summons another Necroprect. I'm going to put him on the other side this time because the other way is blocked. Right, who's next? My leader, it's my leader. Now what's he going to do? He could charge in and whack. Oh no, then he can't do his ritual. Oh. It's always the wrong order. I want him to be reactive. I didn't want to activate him just yet. No. Again, with this game, you can't hold things in reserve. I did actually recommend, when we were doing the very early playtesting, that we introduce a rule where you could maybe put 1 token in reserve. It was a recommendation. I don't think it wasn't applied, unfortunately, but that would have been very, very useful here, putting my leader into reserve. Now, I've got to think of this. Do I want to think of this as a one-off game or as a campaign? I want to think of it as a campaign, just in case I have some time to run some more games. And I kind of want to feature the same warband. So I've got to think in terms of a campaign, which means survival. If I rush my leader into Saint Nick, he's not going to be able to do enough damage to kill him, because the maximum he can do is 9 points, which is not enough to kill him. That's including the crit. So he can't kill Saint Nick because he's got 15 life left. I think he's going to do a Sir Robin. Brave, brave Sir Robin, he ran away, he buggered off. So I think, on the premise that I'm going to be doing more games of Verrotwood with this warband, I've got to try and keep as many of my people alive as possible. So I think... But again, I can't. The thing is, I can't kill Saint Nick. Even if I get a critical, I'm only going to do 9, and he's got 15 left, so I can't do it. And this is my last activation, so I got to do it. I got to do it. And I know it's not, doesn't look too good on the video, but my leader's running away, and my archer's like, I came in to help you, and you're running away. Don't leave me, boss. I could do a ritual to limit the amount of problems on my archer. So there's that stench of death, which would affect, because I can do the ritual. So the stench of death would push Saint Nick and this SANKT NIKOLAUS, this little zombie guy, back 4 inches. This guy's not within 4 inches, so it wouldn't affect him. But he could push them back 4 inches. That way, it would protect my archer from further damage. And then after that, he can move. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the Stench of Death, which is 5 ritual points. I've got 10 left, but it's worthless now because it's the end of the game. So all enemies within 4 inches get pushed back another 4 inches. So like I say, this little guy's not affected. But SANKT Nick is. So he gets pushed back 4 inches. And this guy gets pushed back 4 inches. Like I say, that's going to increase the survivability of my archer when I do this. Bye. So yeah, that's the brave leader of my clan, of my cult. Legging it. Right, that's that. Right. Who's next? That Stench of Death is actually a very versatile little thing. Right, who's next? Next it is the little guys. Right, what are the little guys going to do? Okay, this one's going to move 6 inches towards my archer, but can't get there. This one, yeah, this one's going to attack. This one's going to move in, but he's not going to be able to make it, so he gets to there. All the little wound tokens I'll just put into a stack for 1 second. I'm sorry if I'm blocking the camera. Put them near him, there you go. Doesn't get close enough, but this one does. So this one runs in, latches on with their feeding time ability. So you can't shake him off. And he's going to attack. Again, this could be dangerous because they've got a strength of 2, which is surprising. My archer, that is Maze, has a defense of 1. Right, let's see how we go. Come on. I actually forgot to do the force. I forgot to use the force, but it's okay. So they attack with a 5, I defend with an 8. No problem. But he's now latched on. I can't disengage. And that is the SANKT NIKOLAUS. So what we got left? We have 2 tokens. Both of them are Saint Nick, I think. I think there's only 2 tokens left. So guess which one it is. There you go, Saint Nick. So he's going to move 6 inches towards... Oh, hang on. Is this guy closer now? Uh-oh, miscalculation. I didn't see that. Hang on. 7. Just under 7. Oh, this one's closer now. Okay. So he's going to move 6 inches towards this guy. Okay. Didn't see that, but it's okay. Still goes to plan. So that's his activation there. And for the final activation of the game, it is... Saint Nick again, what a surprise. So he's going to charge my archer right at the bottom of the screen. Let me just quickly move the camera back a little bit. There you go, there he is. So he's going to attack my archer. I don't think he can kill him because he's only doing 5 critical dust plus 2. So yeah, so my archer's going to survive, but there you go, let's see. Right, SANKT Nick has a strength of 3. My archer has a defense of 1, so this is Merrin. Is it Merrin? Yes, Merrin. Right, let's see what happens. Let's see whether he can defend himself as well as my leader. Ooh. No! Right, just as a final... A final farewell, St. Nick's gets really angry and just whacks me with a crit, which does 7 damage. So Merrin has 3 life left. 3, 6, 7 damage. Crunch. But he survives. He does survive. Oh. And that is the end of the game. Now, in terms of rewards, we did kill another little geezer here. Wasn't the most successful of games. Yeah, we didn't kill St. Nick, and I did make the mistake at the beginning. I should have done disjointed form on my leader. Didn't help Gwenna at all, but that is the end of the Christmas game, SANKT NIKOLAUS Corrupted. Let's just have a quick look at the character sheet in terms of my rewards. Right, end of battle. Now we have the post-battle. I am going to consider this a campaign game in case I do come back to Verrotwood if I have a chance, if I have some time, and I can continue with this warband or this cult, do more adventures with them. I do have the rabbit all painted up, so maybe I'll do an Easter video for this using the rabbit hunt. But yeah, so we managed to kill 3 of the Necht Ruprecht, the little zombie thing. So that gave me a total of 45 favour. Not a lot, gotta be honest. If I'd managed to kill St. Nick, I'd have got 100 for that, but there you go, we take what we can. But we did have 1 out of action, we did have 1 injury, so with the campaign, the first thing we need to do is to check for injuries. So we have to roll a d10 for any model that's taken out of action, and on this table it's going to tell us what happens to Gwenna. So we roll and we get... Oh no, I think high is bad, let me check. 9, nothing happens. Excellent, high is good. So nothing happens. She's perfectly fine. She's got knocked out probably. What else do we need to do? Well, the next thing on the campaign is actually you can choose to send one of your cultists to go and explore the forest. And we're going to do that. The only thing after that is to spend favour. Now, to be honest, I might actually spend some favour on weapons, but we'll see what happens in the forest. Ooh. So the way that we do this, exploring the forest, is we use a deck of cards, normal cards, with the jokers removed. So we've got a deck of cards here. I'm not very good at shuffling, I must warn you. See, crunch, crash, cards going everywhere. So they have been shuffled before. I have used this deck of cards on a number of games. But yeah, we're going to do that. And we're going to draw 1 card and we're going to see what happens when... Who are we going to send? I think we have to designate who we're going to send. The leader was hurt. He needs time to recuperate. This archer was hurt. Merrin got whacked by the SANKT NIKOLAUS at the end of the game. She's out of action for a little bit. So, who's left? It's this guy, Maze. Maze is going exploring the forest and he finds... the 9 of clubs. Right, let us check and see what the 9 of clubs gives us. Right, number cards. All number cards, no matter the suits. Right, what do we got here? Oh, sorry, I adjusted the brightness. We got a 9 of clubs, 9. While searching, you found... I've got to roll d10. Oh, well. I'd have preferred finding a weapon. I'd have preferred a 6 or 7, to be honest, but we find something. A d10, what do we find? We find a 10, and the 9 goes spinning. A 10, we find oil. Okay, page 18. This is the stuff that you can use to burn the enemies. Oil, right. Okay, oil. It costs 15 favour. Oil is a one-use item. When used, it adds the burning effect to this model's next melee or ranged action. Oh, okay. And I'm thinking since he found it, he's the one who's going to have it. Because you have to allocate the equipment. Oops, sorry. You have to allocate the equipment to your troops. Like, for example, Gwenna did have mushrooms. You can basically eat these as a free action to get back 5 health. but she got whacked before she could do that. So yeah, I'm going to add, let me add that. Oil. He's got 1 use of oil. And that's it. So now we can spend the favour. So like I say, I think I'm going to spend some on maybe some better weapons, especially for Gwenna. But only 45. See, it costs 50 to increase stats. So I can't actually increase any stats. That's really not good. So it's going to have to be weapons and equipment. Maybe some more oil. We'll have to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw how easy and how simple this game is to play. And obviously, if you're not doing a video as you're kind of explaining what's happening, obviously the game's going to go a lot faster. So this is a very good choice if you want something quick, simple, and easy to play. It gives you a good representation of combat. It is very simple, but don't get me wrong. It's not too simple or so simple that it doesn't feel like combat and taking skill tests. It does feel like that, but it is an extremely simple system. And the rituals really do add a lot to the gameplay, especially when you remember to use them. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the game. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell and all that jazz. I do appreciate every single one of you. And once again, if you are celebrating, please have a Merry Christmas. If you are not celebrating, please have Happy Holidays. And we look forward to the new year. What shall I do for the new year? New year video. We'll have to see. Anyway, guys, take care. Stay safe. Cheers.